there's a studio tab, so we can create objects and processes from here. Okay, so I have an application with me. This is called order system. Just let me show you this application first. Uh, so this can be like any business application where we need to insert some data and okay. So just it works, it goes like that. You need to sign in, you have to insert the option number. So it should be only numeric, I think. Yeah. Okay. So and there you have to add some details. And again, you need to check whether it is right or not. Like product code, you can give anything, but it should be number. Uh, just let me check. Even price should be number. So if I insert this value, I'll get that error. Okay. So just we'll try to automate this. So I'm creating a new business object for this order system. Okay. So in last session, I have explained all the command and all the stages they have. And so we will continue with this application modular. So this is very important thing because everything depends on that how do you spy the element. If you are spying the element perfectly, then your application will be good and your automation will be perfect. Okay. So I'm creating a new application modular. Here I have to select the application type. So right now we are working with Windows application. So I will select the Windows application. And we have two options here. One, we can launch application from executable file. And if my application is already running, then I can directly attach to it. So for when we create any business object, we choose this my application launch. We need to launch the application from executable file. Okay. And here I need to provide the application path, or I can select from here as well. Here it is. Okay. And these are some additional information we have to provide if any application has this, like a command line parameter. If any application is using this, then we need to provide this. This is an environment directory and this. And yeah, we have an option there to select manager mode. By default is we set it to default, but if we are facing some problem with then we can use a different mode like 32-bit or 64-bit or other OS size. Okay, so we keep it as default. Yeah, and we need good to go here. So if you can see that I have provided this application name. So this is our first application element, and the tree will go like that. Okay, so these are the settings we have provided. Okay. Yeah. So spying again is a very important thing, and we just need to click on launch, and you can see that the option here is identify. Okay. So first of all, I need to identify this window. Sorry. Yeah. So you can see here and upside that we have some different mode. So you can switch the mode with the alt key. Okay. When we are working with Windows application, there will be always a Win32 mode. If I click on Alt, then you can see that mode is changed to accessibility mode. Okay, so these are the different mode we will talk about. And here we have another region mode. So region mode we mostly use in the surface automation when we are working with Citrix automation, and we have Blue Prism outside the Citrix, and we need to automate any application inside the Citrix. So we use region mode for that. Uh, there are a lot of other modes are there, like if we are working with browser-based application, then we will get HTML mode here, and another mode is SAP mode. So if we are working with SAP application, then we will see here a SAP mode. For SAP application, we need to we need to do some additional settings. We have guide for that. Okay. So right now as we are working with Win32 mode, Windows application, we will use the Windows Win32 mode. Okay. First of all, to spy anything, you need to click you need to press Control and left click. As you can see that it's written here, use Control and left click to select the highlighted item, or Control and right click to cancel. Okay. So first of all, I will select this and click. You can see a lot of properties of this window here. Click on the match. So these are the properties selected. Uh, and yeah, this is very important thing, because you need to select this kind of search criteria to uniquely identify any element. You can check with this highlight button. So if I click on highlight, it will show me what I have, what element I have spied. Okay, so I can name it login window, and you can see here it is. Okay, and in this window I can either add an element or add a child. So right now I'm going to spy a staff number and password and button. I need to spy 3 elements here, so I will make it child. Let's add child. Click on. I'll give it a name, staff number, text box. Click on identify. Then you can see that it's highlighting, and with Control plus left click. Okay. So now the default properties are selected are Windows text, visible, screen, enabled, and class name. So if when you click on highlight, you can see the 2 elements are highlighting, and it's giving error at warning, highlighting results more than one matching window found. So as I told that you have to select the property for to use identify any element uniquely. So you need to select some unique property. So whenever you are working with the Windows application, you can see a property here, ordinal. So this is the perfect search criteria. We can search any element with this ordinal. So after selecting this ordinal, you can see that ordinal is added here. And now click on highlight. It's giving me only one element, and now we are good to go. Okay. So just let me explain here. You will see a lot of things here. This is the window text, and if you can see that match type, we have different option in that. So again, we can select equal to, it's not equal to, even we can pass some dynamic value, and this is the wildcard. Wildcard is for if some part of text is changing, and some just let me give you some example. If you can see the class name, click here. Class name is Windows Form 10.edit. So suppose it is changing here, and it's always showing me Windows 10 forms, and it can be anything like 10, 11, 12. It's just changing according to situation. So I can just insert, I can just select star, and I can put a star here. So it will give me result after like it can be anything after Windows form text. It will give me the same result, if you can see. Okay, and here we have, if I choose, you can choose it equal to, not equal to. If you are fetching some data and that is email or anything, so then you can again provide the regex of email or regex of PIN code or phone number, etc. Okay, and another option is dynamic. So dynamic is this option get disabled. You cannot provide anything here, because when we select the disable dynamic option here, uh, we need to provide the data when we use the element into a navigate stage or any other stage. I'll show you later. Okay, so now we are good to go. Yeah. So I have put a star here, right? And I have selected equal to, so I am not able to find my element. I need to again identify it. Yeah, and you can see I need to select the ordinal here. I like, yeah, so it's perfect. You can apply. And now I want to select password. Identify. Most of the time, like if the Windows application is very secured, sometimes Win32 mode doesn't work. So you can change the mode to access A mode, accessibility mode, and then you can see, we can even identify with this mode. But it is a bit slow, so it's better to try with the Win32 mode first. If you are not unable to capture the element with Win32, then only use it. Okay, so highlighting it, and in same way I will capture another element, sign in. Okay, yeah, here as you can see that in Windows text we are getting sign in, right? So it depends on the situation. If I just, in this situation I don't need to select any ordinal, because it is making it unique. Okay, you can see. Yeah, so I'm done with this screen. So first of all, just we depends on you, but we just capture all the screens and all the elements, so we are good to work off. Right? Yeah. So this is my second screen, and I can click on in add element, put option window, identify. Here I need to option window. And child option number TV. Yeah. So any question in spying that how to spy, or we can spy this window as well. Like, okay. Okay. So we have done with two windows. I'm just showing you the stages. How can we work with the stages? Okay. So now my application modular is ready. Sorry. So you can see that we have captured two windows and we have spied the element. Okay. So, so any question in spying that how to spying element?
Nitin, Purushottam here. I'm just trying to understand basically whatever the application that you have demonstrated earlier, you're trying to create all those windows.
Okay.
Basically, are you scrapping the screen
Yeah.
and then getting all those elements and adding it to the application modular, or how you're creating all those? See, when you're actually using your shortcuts on the keyboard, since it is being online training, you will not be able to understand what key you're actually hitting on the keyboard and then getting that screen. So when you are hitting something on the
No,
keyboard,
yeah, I'm keep telling this. I'm using the control key and left click. That's why I'm telling you. Okay. Uh, just let me do it for another window. Okay, so that will be. So we have captured this window. For to spy anything, you need to click Control plus left click, left mouse click. Okay, and yeah. So we are capturing another window. It's a new order window. So you can click on identify, and you just need to take your mouse pointer here on the window. Okay, I'm just moving my mouse here, so you can see all the elements we can capture. And to capture anything, like if I want to capture this window, you can see a border on that window. Then just press Control plus left mouse click. That's it. Is it clear, Purushottam?
see, you're able to basically capture the elements on the screen. But what are we trying to
Yeah.
achieve here? I mean, are you going to create a process object or a business object which can enter the values and then
Yes. Yes.
drive you from all those screens? That's what you're trying
Exact.
to do?
Exactly. We just need to automate this application. We will insert all the data and click the mouse with our Blue Prism. Okay.
Hmm.
So this is the first step to automate any application. You just need to capture all the elements you want
Okay.
and you have to work on.
Okay. This is a
Okay.
small Windows-based
So that's just,
application that you got, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So right now, just let me be a little faster.
I think this is Subbareddy's thing.
Yeah.
Can you come on? Can you quickly explain once again what you done so far? We just able to see that what you are doing, but still we are not able to understanding the process which you done.
Okay. Okay.
Can you
So see,
quickly what is the exact requirement and
okay. So just actually, I'm just trying to look. What we have to do that we will get some kind of this XM file. I'm just trying to show you. Uh, yeah. So we have this scenario that we get the CSV file where we get all the data we need to insert in an application and we need to create the order. Okay. And we need to automate this application using Blue Prism that it select all the options and insert all the this particular value it take from the Excel and it insert all the data in this and just click on the submit order. Okay, this is the simple scenario, simple application for first of all we need to automate. Okay, so to automate any application, first of all we need to create a business object for that, and to use this business object we need to create an application modeler, as you can see. So in application modeler, you have to capture all the elements you have to work on. Like I have to insert in product code text box. That's why I need to spy this element. Just let me give you some example. We are good to go here. Uh, let me do that. Okay. So as you can see, right now I have attached and I just want to insert the data into product code. We just need to do, we will select the navigate step. Sorry, for writing in anything, we will select the right step. And here you can see that yeah, here is the all the element list we have captured. And I just want to send the data in product code. So I have to drag the element here and drop it here. Okay. And here I can insert any value we need to provide. So if I say that P001 and OK F3, you just need to connect all stages. Just set it and you need to run from here. This is the play button or the shortcut key is F5 to run. So if I press the F5 or click on here, you can see uh, the product code is written in this window. Okay. So is it clear that what we need to achieve or what we want to do on? Hello?
Yes, Nitin. you've done something on this writer window, right? We have captured all the things, like how did you give that input CSV file? I missed that, sorry about it. It is actually now reading the
Yeah,
data from that
that's
CSV file, right?
yeah. Actually, we will cover that module in different session when we learn about the queue management. Okay, so how to get data from this Excel file and how to insert in queue and how to get the retrieve it from queue and how to use these business objects with the process. So this all things we learn in some next sessions. Okay, so right now we are just concentrate on this object model, that how to work with any application. So right now we are just passing any data, like just let me do one more thing. What we can do is in business object, we can pass any input and output parameters. Okay, so any input parameters resides in start. So let's say uh, I want to pass this. Okay, so I want to pass this. I just need to create a data item for it. Data item is nothing as a variable, so I need to pass product code here. Need to type the data text, and I can set the default value. It's P002. Okay, and you can see that, just copy it. Previously I have typed the value here, but now I have variabilized it. So you can see that in left side, this all our data items we have created. Okay, so I have created the product code. So we just need to drag and drop here. So in product code element, whatever value we will pass in data item, it will be return. You can see that. Okay, so now let's see that how to spying an element. As I said that you need to spy the element perfectly. So it depends on the total automation. In product code, yeah, we have selected the window text, right? So window text should be empty, and here you can see that we have inserted some value in product code. Okay, so if I try to highlight it, it will show me that unable to match window with the query item. Just remove it, and you can see. So whenever we are selecting any text box, we need to keep it like we have to pass it that this is blank, or we should not select this window text. Okay. So again, okay, fresh. I'll write this. So now it's taking P002 from my variable. And as I have created this variable as an input, we can do like this, product code. Okay, and you can see that where to store in. So store in variable in product code. So when I will call this action from my process, it will ask me to provide the input variable value, and this value we will uh, pass it from process. So this will change, and it will write any value in this. So if I change this, let's say P005, Yeah. Is it okay? I know that some doubts are here, but the doubts will clear when we work on process and how to like how do we use object in the process. Okay, so just let me create a simple flow that how can we design. So as I show you that for every action we need to create some new pages. So I am creating here my launch application event. Okay, and I am creating another new page. It's called attach application. And creating another new page. It's called terminate. Okay, so in terminate, we in navigation command, you can see we can name it here terminate. And to terminate any application, we just need to pass this application element. So in element window, you just need to pass your element and you have to select your action from here. You can select and attach the application, detach the application. You can send global keys and this. So I will select terminate here because I want to terminate the application with this action. And in launch action, I will copy it. To B. This is just copy and paste. With Control C and Control V, you can copy anything, right? Launch. And here we will select the action launch the application. Okay. So I have created two actions. You can see that right now that application is not launched. So just run it, and you can see that our application is launched. And launch terminate. So the application is terminated. Okay. So what I need to do first, just launch the application, and my first action is sign in. Okay. So I will create another page for my first sign in action. So I will write like sign in. Okay. And what I have to do here. So as I told you that wherever we are working with different screens, the first step we need to wait for any screen to appear. So I will put a wait condition here. So you can see that this is the wait, and right now we haven't passed any conditions. So this is just arbitrary wait. Okay, and here we can like you can see that I can pass many condition as I want. Okay, so right now I'm here. I'm just waiting for the login window. So I can pass the element. Here you need to provide the condition that we need to check that login window is exist or not. Okay, so you have different conditions here. If you can see, just let me do something. Yeah, check exist, check window active, check window attribute if you want to capture any attribute, and get window text. Okay, so here we always check the check exist because when any window appears, we just need to insert this text box. Okay, So I'm putting a condition that check exists as true, and I will wait for 10 seconds to exist. And this is the maximum time we provide, because if this sign-in window it find in 1 second, then it will move to the next stage. It will not wait for the 10 seconds. This is the maximum time. If this window doesn't appear in the 10 seconds, then it will go to the timeout, and we have to provide exception here. So now you can see a connector is here. So because I have provided one condition, okay. So if I want to check another condition, then I can add another condition, staff number, check exist, and you can see one or two. So I can connect with both. If like in some situation we are expecting the next window, or it might be there might be any exception window. So we can check both the condition. So any window will it will find any other exception window, or the next window. We can direct the flow accordingly. Okay. So right now I just want to remove it. I will just for select window, I will connect it from here to wait, and now I will have to create connect it from here. And again, what I do, I need to write in both text boxes. Okay, so I will select my write condition, write stage, uh, write username and password. Okay, so here I can use add two elements, and you just need to drag it, staff number, drag the element here, and password to be here. Okay, and what value we need to provide, then we can create some input variables with username. Okay, so if you haven't created any data item, you can just click here. It will create this names variable, okay, directly. You just need to provide text here. Okay, create this. You need to select the data type, what kind of variable you need to pass. You can see that it creates in the text. Password. Okay, so we have two different data types. It's one is the text and second one is password. When you select the password, whatever you uh, initialize value, you cannot see it, right? Yeah. And in username, I am providing initial value 11. Okay. And here I just need to drag and drop both the variables. In username, I will provide value from username variable, and in password section, I will provide the password. Okay. So I need to connect this, and I need to connect this. So this is our one action. This action will just sign in. Sorry, I need to click on button as well. So for clicking any button, we use navigate stage. Okay. Click both. And this is for my sign in button. We need to just drag and drop the element, and here we have lot of actions. The click window center, global double click. We can just, yeah, there is a difference between global mouse click and global mouse click center. Okay, so when I select the global mouse click center, it will click in the center of button. But when I click select the global mouse click, we have to provide the X or Y. This is again optional. If we will not provide, it will act as same as like center. So I will select the global mouse click center. Okay, and press F3, just connect this stage. Yeah. So now we have completed. It's just I'm pressing Control S to save. Need to provide some information and save. Okay. So this is my one action is completed, and you can see now what is going on. Just let me do it like this, so you can see. Okay. Yeah. You can see that it has written username and password in the window, and it clicked the go button, and we move to the second window. Any question in this? Like, hello.
I'm good, Nitin. I mean, I think I need to actually practice it. Basically, for each and every order application, you have created a separate business objects and
Hello, are you
the
able to hear my voice?
Yeah,
Hello.
yeah,
Before when
yeah.
I
I can
spoke,
hear you.
now you can able to hear. Before when I spoke, you didn't able to, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you please run this action once again?
yeah. Sure. I'll run every action. Okay. Just
Yeah.
close it down. So first of all, we just let me explain one thing, that we will connect all this action in our process. When we learn about the process, we connect all the applications. So we do not need to run again and again like this. So this is just for testing purpose. Okay. So I am launching my first action. It's launch application. Second is attach. When you launch it, it automatically get attached. You can see here, it's showing me details. So if this application is attached, okay. And now we need to sign in. Just click. It will wait for the window, and then it will click. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So for every window, we just need to follow these steps. Yeah, and we are missing something here, that exception. If we did not find this window, we need to set an exception, and we need to connect it with the timeout. And we have to provide some information, that system exception. Here again, system exception, and we can provide here neighbor to find. So to check this, just I'm trying to run it again. Just see. It will wait for 10 seconds to appear this window, but as sign-in window is not here, after 10 seconds it will show me an error that unable to find sign-in window. Okay. So in business object, we just handle the exception like this, and then we bubble it to the process, and all of the exception handling is done in process only.
Okay.
Okay, so just let me do for one more window. Okay, we have new action, option, uh, select option. Okay, so I will put again a wait window. Okay. And this time I will wait for the option window, and then I will check exist condition, and I will do the time of 10 seconds. Okay, and what I have to do, I just need to write option number. Here again we can set a variable with the option number, and here the data type now will be number because it will not accept text value. Okay, you can see, and 3 just need to connect with this, connect this, uh, write option number, and I need to click on go button, right? Just click on navigate, go. So where is the option go button? We need to drag the element here, and again we will select the global mouse click center. Okay, and I will give the same exception. I will copy it. Okay, so this is my second action. You can check it by running this. I have written, okay. So again, cannot find the target element step on it. If we are getting this kind of error, we just need to check this at what we have selected, because as I told you that application, okay, so I think I have, okay, I haven't passed set an option number TB and value from number. So number, I have to provide the initial value. So you can reset again. Every time you got any exception or you just complete the action, you just need to click the reset before playing it. Okay, so just play it again. You can see it has written and clicked on go button. Okay, so any other questions you have regarding a spying element or creating any action in business object?
I think if we practice, we get doubts, I feel.
Exactly.
I'm
You'll
totally
get lot of
confusing.
doubt. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm going very slow because this is the most important thing. If you spy the element correctly and if you will use these stages correctly, then process is again just combining every business object. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So just let me do it for one more time. Then you can finish today's session and you can try. Okay, so I haven't captured all the elements for new window. Okay, I have selected the product code. Now I have to spy or just add element. I have to spy number required. Just click on identify. Now take your mouse to this. Control and left click. Just remove window text from all the text boxes, even from product code. If you have, okay, we haven't captured. Okay, and highlight to check. Oh, when we are getting more than one element, ordinal. This is ordinal. Okay. One element. So you can see that even after selecting ordinal, it's giving me two elements. Okay. So I have to identify that what property I have to select, and so it will give me perfect unique element. Okay, so parent actor. Or can mount classroom. You can try it. So this is the main thing you need to identify is very it's a tough task. So you can try with the parent ordinal. Okay, so we are good to go now. Just apply, and I have to capture another thing as submit order button. Okay, so again I have captured all things. New order. I will pass to create data item. So, oh, this is my product code, data type, text. Okay, so I have set the default value for all parameters, and now what I need to do again, put a wait condition for this window. New order window, check exist, and I'm going to give the timeout for 10 seconds. Okay, and I have to write the data. Okay, so here I can do, I need to product code and number required, unit price, and I will pass it from my variables. So product code and product code, all the three numbers, the number required and number required. Right, okay, and I have to click the submit order button. And you need to drag and drop element here. Program aspect center, okay, and you just need to connect everything. So link is, sorry, put here, here, and just to this. Okay, and I have to put some system section again. Just copy it. Okay, so then we are good to go. Just play this. You can see. Okay, so this is the one step or same thing we have to do repeatedly, like we have to submit thousands of orders. Okay, so for that we need to create this process. I think right now it's clear that why we are doing this. We yes. Any doubts in that? No.
No.
Nitin, what's here? Can you just go to that enter details? Enter details that.
Sorry.
Right one. Yeah. Here. In this new order here, just click on that. Not that options. Here in this
Okay.
product. Yeah.
Okay.
Where we can see that ordinal is there, right? Can you just go to that tab?
Okay. This is the application modular.
Okay. Just go to the once with that.
Okay.
We have an ordinal tab, right? If you go to the product code, you have given the ordinal as equal to 6, right? Why it's getting changed like 4, 3, 2? What's that? Why is it rejected? Means if we are going for the first one, it should be 1 or 2 or something. Or
No, it's not like that. That first one will be 1 or 2. Actually, I don't know the concept besides that, but you always get the ordinal unique.
Okay, it will be unique. Okay.
Yeah, only for the Windows application. You will not see this option in a browser-based application or any other application.
Okay.
This all search property will get changed when we work on different application. Okay, So if we are working with some browser application or HTML website, then the option will be changed here.